Instagram, especially on TikTok and Instagram. A lot of people are being extremely lustful in this day and age. A lot of people are doing and saying things that they're really going to regret when they're older. Um, Honestly, it's genuinely getting on my nerves now. I'm finding it very annoying because I see a bunch of these women making thirst traps for... I mean, you know those Endermen? Dude, what the fuck? That is disgusting. Like, they're making thirst traps for Endermen looking down at you. And then they're making thirst traps for men all around the freaking... I don't know why, but they're just making thirst traps for everybody, apparently. Don't know why. I'm seeing a bunch of women make thirst traps for men, and a bunch of men making thirst traps about women. I think that's disgusting, and I think people shouldn't be looking at that. I mean, look, I understand that people can do whatever they want, but I had a girl enter my life that was a girlfriend of mine. I'm a Christian man, if you don't know, a very devout Christian. I don't do a lot of Christian things, but I'm a very, very big believer in following the Lord. Now, I know that works don't get you into heaven, and I know that your works do not define if you'll be in heaven, but they do define whether or not you actually love Christ. Okay? Do you love Christ enough to not want to do the sinful things that you continue on doing every single day? If you're a Christian and you want to be gay, I want to let you know, I just want to say it, dude. Like, why? I don't really understand it. I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just asking why. You know? Because you know what the Bible has to say about being gay. It's straight up and down about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You can't misinterpret it. You can't interpret it a separate way. It can't be translated in the wrong way somehow. So, what's the problem there? Man shall not lay with man, and woman shall not lay with woman. Right? Bam, boom, pow. Well, God should love me either way because I'm a child of God. Okay, yes, but He's gonna love you either way, 1,000%. But do you love Him enough to follow that rule? Right? Do you love Him enough to go, I know I have these feelings in my heart, and I know I have these feelings in my mind, but I know what you have for me is greater than anything I could possibly imagine, so I'm going to follow these blindly. That's faith. Faith is something you cannot see, taste, touch, feel, and science can't prove. Faith is something that you either have or you don't. You either want to have it or you don't want to have it. Not that hard to figure out, honestly. It really is. Either you want to have faith or you don't want to have faith. Well, I just kind of want to live my life up right now while I'm still young, and you know, you only get one life. Hey, that's exactly the point, dude. I'm not understanding. That's the point, right? You get one life. He made it to where what you do in this life matters. So you living for years and years by yourself, doing any little old thing that you want, smoking, being gay, doing drugs, doing all the things that you want to do, you know what I'm saying? You can go do them. You have to pay for it. I'm talking about in this life. I'm not talking about in the afterlife, dude. You'll pay for your sin in this life. I don't even know what the fuck happened. That lagged for like a split second and I was going. The wages of sin is death. What you reap is what you sow is what you reap, okay? You reap what you sow. So when you sow sin and death, you're sowing death into your life. When you sin, you steal, you lust, you masturbate, you do all these things. You're allowing this to be sowed into your life. You're allowing these things to start basically controlling you. Every aspect of your life. And now it controls your mind, it controls your heart, it controls your feelings, and now your lust is taking over everything. And you don't even know what's happening. What are you talking about? No, I have feelings for someone of the same sex. I have feelings. It's not, no, what are you talking about? Okay. I'm talking about this. Hold on. My bad. They're killing all of us, so I'm killing them. I was trying to get this thing to load up better. Whenever you sin, you allow, or you're giving Satan invite into your mind. You're allowing God into your head. Okay? Does that make sense? Well, Ethan, how am I doing that? Okay. I want to make this perfectly clear, black and white. This is the God's honest truth right here. This is not my own opinion. I want to make that clear. This is not my opinion, this is truth. When you sin, you allow death to take over your life. Death was never made for man. Death is from sin. When you sin, you sow. I'm saying all this again to recap. You sow death into your life. Some people die before their time because they sin so freaking much, and they've sown so much death into their life. It took years, decades off of their life. They were supposed to be wonderful. It was supposed to be grand, but it couldn't be. So when I say, I'll go back to the case stuff. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. Ethan, I feel like I am in love with someone of the same sex. I have feelings for someone. Okay, well, let's explore that. What do you mean you think you have feelings for someone of the same sex? Well, I see myself in a relationship with them. Okay. Obviously you like to be with this person, right? Well, yes, I'd like to be with this person. Okay. Why would you want to be with this person? And does it agree with the Bible? Well, no, it doesn't agree with the Bible, but I don't agree with the Bible when it says that I shouldn't be gay. I think what it meant was I shouldn't lay with children. See, someone told me that that was a misinterpretation. You know? I can't see jack crap, dude. I got lagged that so hard. Let me go ahead and return to hunger. Well, Ethan, I don't believe that what the Bible says about that. I think it was mistranslated. Okay, let's go with that. All right, let's say it was mistranslated, and that it meant not to lay with boy. So it condemns pedophilia, but not same-sex marriage, right? Well, that doesn't. That also. I want to bring up Sodom and Gomorrah. If you know what Sodom and Gomorrah is, sodomy is the act of anal sex. Sodom and Gomorrah, that city was turned to rubble because there were transvestites, transgenders. Yes, there were transgenders back then. There were gayness. There was so much. He said he detests gayness. It goes against God's divine nature for you. He made you so that woman could be with man and man could be with woman. So that you could make life. Anything less than that would be sinful. Of course, you don't have to make life when you have sex. You can enjoy yourself. It's a gift from God. It's not something to be perverted, except we've perverted it so much to the point where it's become almost mainstream to cheat on your freaking partner now. But again, Sodom and Gomorrah, that city was turned into a pile of rubble because of how much sin, sexual sin, was going on in that city. He hated it so much, he personally destroyed the city. So let's say that what that said was completely mistranslated. That right there of him destroying the city says again, it reinforces the statement, hey, I don't agree with that. I don't like that. I think it's an abomination. I made you to be this way. I made you so that you could procreate. You can make babies. Replenish the earth. Right? But now you got women and women with women trying to do things together. Then you got men with men trying to do things together, and they make up the excuse of, well, I'm just trying to find myself. Hey, you could do that without having sex, okay? You just don't understand. I understand fine. Stop treating me like I'm an idiot, dude. The reason I'm saying that, well, you don't understand, because I had freaking this girl, Ellie, dude. She thinks nobody understands her except herself. She thinks no one on planet Earth could possibly understand what she's going through, except her. Do you think I haven't felt those feelings before? She thinks I'm just this person that I just hate gayness. I don't hate gayness. I support righteousness. I support God. Anything that is against God, I don't like. I don't hate it. Don't like it. I hate sin. Hate it so much. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. But I don't hate the person. Hey, let me get this straight real fast. I do not hate the person. And no matter what you think, I'm doing that makes me hate the person, oh, well, I don't agree with that. We're not supposed to judge. It's not what God said, but okay, whatever you say. Well, Luke says, it doesn't matter what Luke says. Did you read it in context, or you just take that out of context and then put it into your bio? How about you actually read the verse in context? It says, don't judge. But right after that, it says, judge with righteousness. See, I can bring the text up for you right now. I'm gonna go into my Bible real fast, and I'm going to bring out this verse real fast. John 7:24 tells us, do not judge according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. The Bible has told us to judge, and this is what I wrote down. The Bible has told us to judge, but we are to judge by what is right. We are not to condemn. We are not to be judgmental. Rather, we should make evaluations, and we should be discerning. Ellie was my partner, and I was discerning to her. I was correcting her in the path of God. I was coming to her and I was telling her that these things are wrong, and as soon as she started saying, I don't really believe that, I don't mess with all that, and she started really like backing away from God, I should have ended the relationship right there. I really should have. Dude, I try to be the most down-to-earth person possible on this planet. I don't I don't know. I do know why. I do know. I'm too smart to say I don't know anymore. I really am. I'm not trying to be freaking egotistical or like, oh, I'm so smart. No, I'm just saying, in my head, I already know what she's thinking and what she's trying to do. She wants to live her life the way she wants to, whatever sinful way she wants to. And she could say until the cows come home, no, no, I don't, no, no. You want to have those gay thoughts about people and not be judged by it. So you want me out of your life. You want to be able to do any kind of drugs with people not telling you otherwise. You want to be able to drink alcohol on holidays and get freaking drunk. You want to get that buzz, that drunkenness going, and have nobody tell you otherwise. You want to be able to live your life the way you want to without anyone telling you otherwise. When I told her that I didn't like her drinking, she continued to drink the next year. When I told her I didn't like weed, what'd she do right after the relationship? She went and got high. The entire time I was in a relationship with her. And she lied to me. Because I've asked her 3 times during the entire relationship. I asked her. I said, do you have feelings for Koa? She was like, what? No, I don't do that while I'm in a relationship. I was like, well, that's a weird fucking response. Okay. I asked her again in the middle of the relationship while we were having trouble. Do you like Koa? No, I don't like Koa. Ew. Okay. I asked her at the end, do you like Koa? Ethan, I'm not talking to you about this. Mm. Would you date her? Maybe, no, I don't know. She's got a boyfriend right now, so no. I want you to understand what she just said. Maybe, no, I don't know. She's got a boyfriend right now, so no. She lied to you twice in that one sentence. Maybe she already knows what she's thinking. No, it was actually a yes. I don't know. Again, she already knows. Actually, it's 3 lies. She knows what she's thinking. She just doesn't want to tell you about it. And I'm telling you this, she swears up and down she's never lied to me the entire relationship, which that right there is a lie. Not lying for an entire year, sorry, don't believe you. Alright, if you're going to continue lying to me every time I tell you that you lied to me, dude, I'm just not going to be friends with you. The fuck? So again, she said she's got a boyfriend right now, so no. She said at the end of the sentence the real answer she wanted to say. Yes, I would date her, but not right now because she has a boyfriend. That's what she said. Basic, straight up and down, that's what she said. So she confessed her feelings. She got rejected and then dumped Koa after she got rejected. What a wonderful friend. That is a model A friend right there. That is just a gah. I mean, really. You dump your best friend, or so-called, hey, listen, hey, listen. Let me restate that. Let me restate that. Koa had done a lot of bad things to Ellie, but Ellie had also done a lot of bad things to Koa. Ellie cheated on all her partners for Koa. Koa cheated on all her partners. They're both cheaters. What are you talking about, Ethan? I never cheated on you. I never did anything like that. What are are you delusional? Hey, I can explain it to you, straight up and down. You had feelings for someone else and had other lustful thoughts while in a relationship with me. So yes, you cheated. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't play dumb. Stop playing dumb, dude. You had lustful thoughts while in a relationship with someone else that you vowed to love. The heck was that sound? don't know what the heck. That was kind of creepy, actually. Just had a sound go off in my room. Oh, well, if I can get the freaking light on. Duh. Oh, well. Meow. 'Twas the cat. Anyway, people play dumb. Like, Ellie likes to play dumb all the time, right? She covers up everything she does. She is a habitual liar on the inside, okay? She really likes to cover up her tracks on everything she does. She doesn't want to be seen by everyone as a bad person, or she'll just end up quitting. If people around her don't like her, she's not going to hang out with them. People in her friend group haven't liked me for months, and I hang out with them on a daily basis. But she doesn't know I hang out with Nico. And Nico's definitely not going to tell her. Fuck that. Dude, I'm telling you right now. Nico? Bro. 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 Listen, listen, listen. Listen, Linda, listen. Nico has been... I've been using Nico as a spy to hear about everything that Ellie talks about. And I realized that whenever I talk to Nico, I get the entire story. When Ellie talks to me, she gives me like a quarter of the story. Like, not even that. She leaves out all the parts where she was the bad guy. How she fucked up. And I'm guessing she'd say something like, well, I don't need to be telling you any of that. Hey, dude. Hey, if we're not going to be honest with each other, get the fuck out of my life, okay? If you're not going to be honest with any person in your life, if you're not going to tell them the truth, why do you have them in your life? Do you think God isn't right next to you every single time you make a decision? That the Holy Ghost isn't trying to convict you to make the right decision? She has no conscience. I'm starting to think she never gave her life to God to begin with. Like, she didn't mean it. She just wanted to do it because she wanted to date me. Of course, actually, I never meant that much to her anyways. I mean, shoot. She never cared for Adam that way. She never cared for any of her boyfriends that way. Sometimes I start thinking that she's not capable of that kind of love. That she still, after reading those books, doesn't know how to love. Right? Maybe she doesn't. Maybe I was completely and utterly wrong about her. That she's not immature. She just doesn't know. She's ignorant. And it's not a... Hold on. And oh my gosh, dude, if this girl calls me up after listening to this, and he's like, I need you to take that down. I need you to take all of that down and not even post it. I want you to delete it. I want it gone. Hey, free will. It's a mobile platform. It moves any which direction. Honestly, it moves in any direction you want it to. I can post anything I want. It's a public platform. Don't expect privacy where privacy is not given. Okay? So, I had a talk with her yesterday at work. No, that's about... Wow, holy crap, dude. Wednesday was the day I talked to her. I want to let you know what day it is. It's Sunday, and I haven't heard a peep from her. Okay? Let's be real here. I talked to her Wednesday. Let's count that down. On your finger. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's been 4 days since I spoke to her. Right? She's been hanging out with Courtney, bro. She's been hanging out with Courtney. She's been hanging out with her friends. I don't even know why I give a fuck anymore. I don't know why I care about her. I need to ghost her is what I need to do. I need to just go ahead and get rid of her off my phone and just be done with it. I'm already talking to a girl, dude. Like, I didn't even have to do anything. This girl came to me. Of course, I'm cautious because I don't really want to be in a relationship right now, and I told her that. But she will not give up. She's not giving up. Dude, this girl I'm talking to right now said, she said to me, hey, I think you're the man that God sent me. I was like, I don't know if that's real. I don't know if that's true, right? She was like, no, I really think so. I was like, why do you think so? She said, well, you're mature in the ways that I need you to be mature. Like, I need you to be mature in a relationship and know what to do and what not to do and what not to accept from your partner, and you know what to accept and what not to accept. Because I told her what happened with Ellie and what's been happening. She said, yeah, that's exactly what happened in my relationship. I was like, straight up. And she was telling me, and she was talking about how her partner was basically the exact copy of Ellie. And that if they two met each other, they would butt heads immediately and be like, they would treat each other like scumbags, basically. Probably want to ghost each other. Because, of course, if you meet the same person as yourself, with the same personality type, you're going to think that that person's a scumbag without even realizing that you're the exact same fucking way. people, when they think of a personality, they think of, oh, I'm funny, I'm nice. No, the fuck you're not. You're intolerant. The only reason I tolerate your behavior is because I like you, okay? Get the fuck out of here, Pit. Nah, I'm playing around. I'm playing around. I'm playing around. We're having jokes. Just jokes. Just jokes. We're having fun here. We're having fun. Test drive. Rain, noon. Let's do morning. No, let's do summer camouflage. So, all in all,